Welcome to Varsity Stadium here in Toronto. Hi everybody, I'm Evan Lepler alongside Chicago Nemesis standout Megan Tormey. So great to have you with us for the AUDL Championship Weekend on ESPN3. In our first semifinal, Toronto, the home team, the defending champ, the Juggernaut, against the upstart team from the Big Apple. He's defending here. This is Cam Harris, a guy who's been a great player for a long time in the Canadian scene. McKnight looking deep for Harris. Chasing from behind, Ben Ivers. Harris in the end zone. Here where the University of Toronto football team plays. For a long time, the Toronto Argonauts of the CFL played here. There have been big football and soccer games. The Grey Cup has been held here in the past. The Super Bowl of the CFL. Here's a deep shot, Saul to Bode, and up high, Matt Bode makes the play. One more to the end zone for Matt Stevens. You can spend all week long talking about the X's and O's and the chess match, and we have this new defense that's going to flummox them, but if you don't do the simple things, the game's over before it starts. And another turnover, a great layout D from the rush. Running to the near sideline, that was Jarrett Mirren.
Yeah, I mean, that's case point right there. That throw should never have gone up. He was never open when that throw happened, and you know, New York just needs to be a little more simple with the disc.
Lindquist to Vasiliev.
I think that's interesting what you're saying, Brody, about how that can be a difficult critique to take. Simply played better. I do have to say I have a lot of faith in Tom Gibbons' ability to rein the Empire in mentally. There have been a number of times this year where he has pushed his team through a lull in the game by saying some choice words, and he typically phrases things like play a little bit better in constructive terms, like we need to give 30% more, or we need to do X, kind of taking that simple task of playing better and putting it in quantifiable measures.
Again, not to the intended target, but Katz makes the play. Justin Allen with a big layout just to keep possession alive, and then it only lasts so long. Pinto for Harris, right on target. As Toronto brings in the disc, know you have a lot of other stuff going on this weekend. We'll let you go. Hopefully you'll chat with you during the finals tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Brody Smith, thank you so much. Deep shot to the end zone for the Toronto Rush. Cam Harris handles the deflected disc and scores. Ben Ivers did all he could. Final quarter of action here in the first semifinal. The winner of this game will take on the winner between San Jose and Madison. That game scheduled for 7 o'clock. Martin skied by Bode, who calls timeout 13 seconds into the quarter. Officially 15 seconds in. The Empire need to make up 1 point per minute, and this is a good start. The Toronto Rush are going to head back to the championship game to face either San Jose or Madison. The fans still cheering for Hammer instead of Flick Huck, looking for Mark Lloyd. That's usually always a good decision. A 15-point rout. They led by 4 at the end of 1. They led by 10 at the break. They led by 12 at the end of 3. And the Rush win it by 15 over the New York Empire.
Yeah, I certainly don't know if this spread was the outcome any of us were expecting. We talked so much about how the Empire were getting better throughout the season. Of course, it's equally possible, probable, and true that the Rush were getting that much better as well.
They were calling for thunderstorms on this Saturday night in Toronto, but instead the sun's still shining. The second AUDL semifinal, the Madison Radicals taking on the San Jose Spiders. Joy pivots through the double team, wants contact. Weber takes a tumble. Weber got a piece of the swing, but into the hands of Kearns. Matt Weber. We're at Varsity Stadium in Toronto. One of these teams will face the Toronto Rush at 1 o'clock tomorrow for the AUDL Championship. Push pass looking for Joy. Falls incomplete. On the turnover, Adrian Reef picks up for Madison. Mechanix with a quick flip for Wilson. Everhart back to Wilson. The swing for Everhart. Bacon got away with a poach. Now he's back on his man. Weber drops it in for the score.
Great grab from Seth Meyer on that hammer.
Radicals back up by 3. Deep shot looking for Joy, defended by Kevin Pettit-Scantling. The defender not even close. Joy displaying his versatility. Do you try to take the final shot? I don't think there's been anybody better in the league at the final shot than San Jose. A ridiculous hammer defended by Meyer. Now the Radicals with 5. Turned over, Bacon, the end zone for Elbogen. A monumental mistake made by Madison in the closing seconds of quarter number 1. (8-6). Madison should be up by 3, and they know it.
Yeah, that mistake is purely because of the end of quarter situation. Would have been better if he had just run out the clock.
Yeah, absolutely. You just don't want to give the disc away right there. The only thing you don't want to do. Back to Drews. Underneath, defended. Jeff Silverman laying out for the Spiders. But first place in the Midwest Division, taking care of Indy in the quarters. Deep shot off the bat. Brian Hart looking to the end zone, and Pat Schreiways gets big.
On a roster as deep as the Radicals, of course, they missed Schreiways last weekend against the AlleyCats, but they had someone fill his shoes. All the same, you see plays like that and you understand it's very important to have him on the field.
Gives them a different level of explosiveness with his size and his elevation ability. Timed that perfectly with Kevin Cox nearby.
And also, you look how he turned as he was jumping.
Scored 6 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter. How many here in the third? Elbogen shakes his defender, gets it to Kevin Smith. Looking deep for Elbogen. The Santa Barbara connection reunites. Graffi, Mechanix, and Kevin Brown. Mechanix didn't expect it. Makes the catch anyway with a left. Gibson and tough catch. What a play made by Coolidge to keep that disc alive. And now a deep shot. Does he have enough? Yes, he does. Smith. Graffi in the area. Peter Graffi over Bo Kittredge. Graffi shaken up on this monstrous D.
Oh. He just couldn't quite get his feet underneath him as he was coming down on that landing. That probably...
Very intense landing. Kittredge from the middle of the hoe stack. Now Elbogen. Kearns. For Higgins. What a shot. Thompson feeds the middle for Cohen. 4:30 to go. The Spiders looking for a 3-goal lead. Gibson wants the low line drive hammer. It's a beauty. Smith for Gibson to Elbogen. Final seconds of the season for the Radicals. And Higgins up high could not make the play. But it will be the Spiders and the Rush on Championship Sunday here in Toronto. From Varsity Stadium in Toronto, the province of Ontario in Canada, it's the San Jose Spiders and the Toronto Rush battling for the 2014 AUDL Championship on ESPN3. One of the things Evan Phillips talked about was the importance of their marks and their handler defense. He said, we don't think San Jose has experienced that kind of pressure. Looking for Eli Kearns in the back of the end zone. He's there. Ashlyn Joy puts it right on the money. Beautiful cut downfield to shake his defender. There's Chris Farina. And now Federico Chialvo. Lloyd lays out on Kittredge.
I think so too, and what's also interesting about these two teams who are so well matched, we've seen how well they play in the fourth quarter in tight games. Of course, I'm referencing the game against the Vancouver Riptide where the Spiders were behind for so long, came back looking much stronger in the fourth quarter, as well as their first game against the San Francisco Flamethrowers. They won that game in the fourth quarter.
Sanchez, a tough throw to the end zone, right on target for Tyler Bacon. McKnight. Oh, miscommunication there. Kittredge makes the catch. He macked the D up in the air to himself.
San Jose D by number 15, Bo Kittredge.
Sonny Zaccaro for Gibson. Switching feet. For Cam Harris. Kittredge on Harris. Too far ahead for Yearwood, and it's intercepted. And now Kittredge taking off. They're looking for him. Cam Harris defending. Kittredge breaks away and scores. The separation speed from Beaufort Kittredge. Many people consider him the greatest athlete in the game, and despite tacoing the disc in the end zone, he makes a tremendous layout score. It's a Spiders break to go up 10-6.
Just look at that raw speed we see from Bo. There isn't anything Cam Harris could have done differently to make a play on that disc.
The Rush content to swing the disc, and Lindquist's shot was deflected by Kearns, intercepted by Bacon.
San Jose D by number 24, Eli Kearns.
What does Toronto have left defensively? We'll find out here with Ojo. Can Sanchez get there? What a play by Marcelo Sanchez.
All three times the Spiders advanced their end zone this point, it was with a long throw. And then the Rush were set with the task of arduously working back up the field.
Sanchez able to haul it into the end zone after Bacon intercepted. The soar and the score from Marcelo Sanchez. They call him the Shredder. member of the U23 Canadian team. Last seconds of the half for the Spiders. Gibson, Cohen all nearby, Lloyd as well, and Cohen does it again! Greg Cohen in the final moments is Superman for the Spiders.
The score at halftime, the San Jose Spiders 12, the Toronto Rush 8. San Jose goal scored by number 18, Greg Cohen. Assisted by number 27, Ashley.
22 years old, out of UC Santa Cruz, all region and college. A young guy on this team of veterans. And coming from the left side of your screen, Cohen, Lloyd might have gotten a piece of it.
Not entirely themselves, not there mentally, emotionally.
Looking for Vasiliev, a nice grab. Lindquist the assist. Vasiliev the sky and the score.
It's really crucial at this point that the Rush take the emotional charge from that score, from the crowd cheering, and move it right into the next point. Something we've seen from them this game that we haven't seen much from them in their entire existence is kind of holding on to the mistakes that they've made. We see them start to play down where normally they would make mistakes and they'd seem to just roll right through it, roll right over it.
The Rush are getting great support from their fans here in Toronto. Big swing. Mazzucchelli back to Yearwood. Vasiliev, Thompson nearby defending, and it's Vasiliev who makes a sensational catch for the Rush. Horizontal happiness from Anatoly Vasiliev.
Forget positioning, I just think Tolley wanted that one more.
Bo talked earlier this week about how cool it would be to win one of the first AUDL titles. The Philadelphia Spinners and the Toronto Rush have company. In just one season, the San Jose Spiders have risen to the top of the AUDL hierarchy.
That's it, folks. The final score of the AUDL Championship game.
The San Jose Spiders are the 2014 AUDL champions.
Congratulations, San Jose.
28-18 over Toronto.